everyone, it's Anne here again. I was sorting out some of my old stuff the other day, and I've got a huge drawer full of punches that I mainly bought way back when, before I had a die cut machine. I must confess I have bought some punches since, but nowhere near as many as I did initially when they were very popular. And they don't get anywhere near as much use now as they used to. So I thought I'll drag them out and we'll see what we can make with them. So I hope you've got a lot of punches sitting there that are unemployed, and you'll get yours out too and make something similar. What I made was this kind of strip that you can chop off pieces to add to your work. And the good thing about it was so simple and so quick. So I'd like to show you how I did it. The one I'm going to make is on some lace. This one I made on a piece of India cotton. I did do one on lace here, and one I'm going to make today on camera, I'm going to use lace again, but a different lace. So I'll just make a small one. If you're making it at home, you might like to make a couple of meters or so. You can keep a meter and give a meter to a friend, or you'll have plenty to cut at over the next months when you're journaling, scrapbooking. So I've got a piece of lace, and I've just picked a selection of punches that are very basic ones, because I'm assuming that most people have got the basic punches. But use what you've got. It doesn't matter what shape they are. And you're going to need some book pages. And I've got a piece of dyed paper here. It's a great way to use up all your scraps. So I'm not really thinking about it too much what I want. I'm just going to use the punch and punch out a few shapes. Now, this punch, for some reason, is blunt at one end and doesn't like to cut the paper properly. I have a little tip. I hope it works on camera, otherwise I'm going to look like a nana. If you double the paper so it's thicker, sometimes that works. Ah, brilliant. So I've got two now, but for some reason it doesn't like one thickness, but it will cut two. So we've got some ovals, and cut out a couple of rectangles. And what else have we got? We've got this little tag shape, we can use that one. I hope you're all well and enjoying your crafting. It's becoming winter here in Australia, but here in the northern hemisphere will be coming into your summer, and you've got some sunny days ahead of you when maybe crafting indoors is not what you want to do. But wherever you are, I hope you're enjoying it. This one is one of those that doesn't like to cut. We'll discard that one. Doesn't like to cut single paper, so we'll double it. Let's see if that works. It does too. Doesn't make sense why it won't cut one but it will cut two, but there we go. I'm not a scientist. Okay. And we've cut some music-y ones. Oh, here you go. Doesn't like that rough edge. We've got some of that one. I like this one. This is from an old children's book with nice big lettering. Okay, that's probably enough. You can always make more. Just move these punches out of the way. Okay. So there's our bits. I'm going to do it on a piece of bake paper because I don't want the lace to stick to the tabletop. If you've got a plastic sheet or a silicone sheet, whatever, use that. So decide which way up you want the lace. I think I probably want it that way up. And then just get some glue. And I'm going to stick the pieces on, not in any particular order. I'm just going to grab one. Oops, too much glue. And stick them down. Sorry, I'm having to do it like this because I've got too much glue on this one. Okay, and we're okay. And just overlap them a little bit. Okay, that's probably enough just for the sake of the video, but yeah, I'm sure you get the idea. Okay, so once I've done that, all I'm going to do is get some archival ink. And I've got this stamp here. It's kind of a mishmash of postmarks and words. So I'm just going to use a little corner of it here and there. So I'll use a bit there. Just put little bits and pieces of the stamp here and there. Also got this stamp here, which is already inked. Alright, that's all there is to it. And once you've finished the whole piece of lace, just peel it off your bake paper and we'll remove that and let it dry upside down so that the lace doesn't stick to the tabletop. It's that simple. And as you can see, you're using up a lot of your scraps and you get to use those punches that probably haven't seen daylight in a long time. Alright, we'll put that one over there to dry. As I say, I did do them on different backgrounds. India lace, India cotton, lace, and I did another one here which I did on lace. This one is done with the paper from an old atlas, if you can see that. So it's just pieces of the colourful maps that I punched out, and I used some different shapes. I used heart shapes, and then I just stuck on a couple of words from a stickers book I had with words in, and a couple of tiny flowers. And that's really pretty, I think, now. And you can use them to chop up for putting along the top of a page or down the side as a border, or just use little bits to add a little bit of interest here and there. Alright, that's all I have for today, but I hope you make some, because it's very satisfying and useful, and for using the old punches and giving them a bit of a go. I think it makes it much easier. You don't have to decide what kind of shapes and things to cut out. You just punch them out and off you go. Alright, thanks again for watching. I hope to see you again soon in another video. Have fun. Bye for now.